Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am continuing my readings today with the Shadowland Tarot. For those of you who have already seen my first reading today, this is the Shadowland Tarot. It's a very entertaining little deck. It does read very well when you're dealing with darker topics, shadowy kind of things, mirroring and all of that stuff, repressed stuff that comes out, things that people would rather not come out but do come out. And so we're using this deck today and for this reading because Oprah, of course, and CBS, they have been accused of exploiting the Harkles with that interview, manipulating them into giving that interview, leaving them, of course, to deal with the fallout all on their own. Poor Harkles, bless their little hearts. I did a reading on that yesterday, and now I want to do a reading on this topic from Oprah's point of view. How does Oprah feel about being accused, basically, of being the Harkles version of Martin Bashir? How does she feel about that? Allegedly, for quite a while, it's been going around in social media that Oprah is furious with Meghan. She has taken the interview down from her channels. It's quite hard to find. Of course, it's floating around on YouTube and will always be floating around on YouTube. But from Oprah's point of view, Oprah does seem to be trying to put it behind her, very angry with Meghan. Teresa Longo Fan's Twitter account has come out and said that the interview was a contractual obligation between the Harkles and Oprah for help that Oprah had previously given the Harkles. So much for exploitation and manipulation. This is all allegedly, I have to say. Because we are talking about contracts and legal matters. That is what that Twitter account has to say, and sometimes they do have insights that are quite interesting and turn out later on to be on the money. So I'm going to be looking at that. What help did Oprah actually give the Harkles, if any? Obviously, housing springs to mind, putting a roof over their heads when that flight from the UK happened, when they found their freedom at last. And so Oprah, if I were Oprah, I'd be feeling quite disgruntled now and see what she might be up to. And the other thing that I will have to mention before I start this reading proper, and I will be looking at in this reading, is allegedly Oprah is now being wooed by Prince William, because of course the Earthshot Prize is going to be handed out in America next year, and the big names in American showbiz entertainment are being wooed by Prince William. Oprah, Ellen, James Corden. Some of you might roll your eyes and say some of those names aren't such big names anymore, but they have money. They have oodles of boodle. And if you are having gala evenings and you want sponsors and you want people to give you shed loads of money, well then Oprah and Ellen and James Corden and so on are people whose doors you want to be going knocking on. So is Prince William knocking on Oprah's door, and is Oprah deciding to open it for Prince William and close it to Prince Harry? Very interesting. So lots going on. Lots of small readings I was going to do, but I've scooped them all into one reading now because, as I say, it's quite interesting that there was a contractual obligation. And of course, if Prince William and Prince Philip happened to be dying in hospital at the time the interview was given, then all the better for Oprah. From Oprah's point of view, Harry and Meghan just had to grit their teeth and go through with it. And all very interesting. So, underlying energy is the Fool, the Seeker, as it's called in this Shadowland Tarot. And we're looking at it from Oprah's point of view. Oprah wants a fresh start. Oprah wants to level up and start a new journey, I think, with a different prince that I get from this card, the Seeker, that leveling up energy that comes from this card in this particular deck. And also the Fool, of course, as it is in other tarot decks. I think that Oprah quite literally feels rather a fool for what has happened. You can see that the head has fallen off this creature in this card, and she's been made a fool of. The card is in the upright, so it's not massive. But I think she does really feel that she herself might have been manipulated and exploited. And that is why I'm using a shadow deck for this reading, because what the one alleges is what the other one might be feeling. So heart of the matter for Oprah right now with the Harkles, and we get the Eight of Swords. She has made a fine trap for herself that she is now stuck in. With the Eight of Swords, can't see a way out. You can see the crow, it looks like a crow or some such bird, is blindfold, bound. All those words, that interview has certainly really ended up being a nightmare for Oprah that she can't find her way out of. It's there, it's documented, however much she takes it down from her own channels. As I say, it's everywhere else. Everybody saw it, newspapers commented on it. It will live on in infamy forevermore. As long as Harry and Meghan are in our lives, that Oprah interview is going to be referenced as a, I think, critical moment in their story, turning them from heroes or freedom fighters to zeros. And her challenge is the Ace of Pentacles. Her challenge is to start afresh, start something new, start something more solid, more stable. She's looking around for new ideas, new endeavors, new people she can I don't want to use the word exploit, and sticking in a better one, new people she can support and encourage and be associated with much better, to say it like that. So new starts, new ventures, new more stable ventures with more stable people, I would say, with that Ace of Pentacles, hoping for all of that, for new and more secure ventures with people who are not Harry and Meghan. All, of course, tarot reading, entertainment purposes, you know the drill. Hidden energy, what help did she actually give to the Harkles? Well, that's an interesting card to see, the Strength card in reverse, because it is the Harry and Meghan card, the Strength card, the Leo card, the Virgo, wrestling the lion, taming the lion in that card, controlling the lion, you could say. It's my codependent card, the Strength card, it's in the reverse. Harry and Meghan had lost a lot of support. They were in a weak position, they were in a vulnerable position when she stepped in to help them, and of course they were when they left the royal family, because the Strength card is also one of the cards that represents the royal family. They left the royal family, they left that secure place, that stronghold. You could almost say that the royal family is a stronghold for them, and they left it, and she bailed them out when they left, as I say, by pulling strings, using contacts, her little black book, Tyler Perry, put a roof over the Harkles' heads, give them free flight out of Canada when they got stuck there as lockdowns were starting all over the world, get them out, rescue them, save them, give them free security, give them a place, allegedly even in her own home, one of her many homes. She has put Harry and Meghan up at different times, separately and together, by, according to the rumors, all just rumors, all allegedly. But she certainly, when they were vulnerable, when they were in a very weak and difficult situation, she bailed them out. It's a major arcana, it's a big deal, the help that she gave them. And wow, has she paid a heavy price for it, being kicked in the teeth right now, brutally. And so her focus right now with regard to Harry and Meghan, Temperance, and that's a patience card. That's the trying to heal things, trying to just put harmony back in the situation. So I think even though they're trying to burn the place down, she is actually trying to just not inflame the situation, because there are flames there. It's supposed to be an angel, and in a normal tarot deck, a Rider-Waite inspired tarot deck it is, but this one, as I say, does take it into darker imagery, the tarot, and so I think she's literally trying not to inflame the situation, trying not to pour fuel on the fire, and just let it all calm down, let it blow over, and I think just trying to move on in a subtle way and just sort of slide away from the mess. So she certainly isn't going to be retaliating from what I can see, because I was wondering if she would retaliate in some way or other, but she's wise enough experienced enough, sensible enough to know that that's just going to make her look like a fool. She's already feeling a bit of a fool there. She wants to start over. She wants to move on. So she's going to play it cool, and she's going to just wait the situation out. Past, how was her relationship with Harry and Meghan in the past? Well, 9 of Wands in the reverse. And that is the card of people being embattled with the 9 of Wands. They've put those barricades around themselves where they can try to be safe, where they can try and make their last stand. But it's in the reverse, and that is the where they can no more. In the 9 of Wands, the normal 9 of Wands, when it's in the reverse, you've given up. You can't actually keep those barriers up. You drop your guard, you drop your defenses, and you basically surrender. You give up. You let go. You can't anymore. And it matches very much the Strength card in reverse. So my reading of this card in this context is that Harry and Meghan were really in a very dire situation from their point of view. I don't think if you looked at it objectively, it would be a dire situation. But as far as they felt, they were panicking, they were exhausted, they were desperate, they had to flee. And so she really was rescuing them from that difficult situation. It's not a friendship card. It's not an equal players kind of a card. Not at all. It is a card that tells me that they were in desperate need of rescue. And along came the rescue from Oprah. So, how is the relationship going to be going in future? The Oprah and Harkle's relationship. Queen of Pentacles, Oprah looks like she's just going to be getting on with her Ace of Pentacles, getting on with her life, and still supporting them. I get that weird energy. She is not going to knock down that tower. She could easily, allegedly, from things that Oprah knows about Harry and Meghan, intimate things, details, shocking, scandalous things, that could easily cause that tower to fall. But it doesn't look like she's going to, because I think it would just look so bad for her. It would make that whole interview situation even worse. So it looks as if she's going to focus on her own money and her own stability, but still continue to support them. And in a reading I did recently, I think it was the reading on where they are living now, what's going on with the Montecito mansion, also all the talk now that they're selling it, that they're not over the moon about it, and what was going on. I think it was in that reading. This is the card. No, the Star card came out as the outcome of that reading, and I said it looks as if somebody is going to be rescuing them yet again, and that's an Aquarian energy, the Star card. Of course, who is the Aquarian? Oprah. It's telling me quite convincingly, emphatically, this reading, that she's still going to be supporting them in the future. She's still going to be helping them out financially. The Queen of Pentacles is about material support more than just emotional support. It's stuff, it's things. Homeless, here is a roof. Need help with your mortgage, here is the money. That kind of help, as well as moral support, and as well as loyal and emotional support and loyalty and just comfort. A rock. She is going to continue to be a rock in their world for whatever reason. Very interesting. I didn't think to ask why, because I didn't imagine that I would see these kinds of cards coming out. But it's consistent. This reading is very consistent in the message it's telling me. So how does Oprah feel about being accused of exploiting the Harkles, manipulating them, or at least CBS. CBE's on my mind with Tony Blair and all the rest of them. 3 of Pentacles in reverse. That is a team. They're not team players. It's not wounded feelings. It's not devastating hurt that she's sobbing into her pillow at night because she's been so rudely betrayed and let down by the Harkles. It's, well, they're not team players. This was the deal. We made this deal. 3 of Pentacles is all about deals, negotiations, and entering into joint ventures with people. It was a contractual thing, allegedly, according to Teresa Longo-Fan's Twitter account. And they let the side down. The Harkles let the side down by this pronouncement. And so she does not view them as people she can do business with in future. But she's going to stay loyal. And I have to say, it's quite impressive. for whatever reason, this decision to stick with them, I certainly wouldn't. But anyway, that's her business. And William, allegedly, William is knocking, saying, I want your money, hand over your money, and come and join me in Earthshot. How is that going? 4 of Cups. I think she's going to say no. 4 of Cups. 4 of Cups. You can't really tell from this card. The little cat in this card is looking at the cups that have been already consumed, cups that it's had, but rejecting the cup that's coming. There's a hand in the normal Rider-Waite that's offering a cup, and the person says, nah, I don't feel it. I can't relate to what's in the cup. However much you're trying to woo me, because it's a water sign, it's how much you're trying to play on my emotions and make me feel good about things. No, I don't. I just feel quite blah about it. So I don't think William's going to succeed, and particularly she seems to have picked a side, and she seems to be going to stick with that side. And whether it's because of Megan's biracial background or politics, her political aspirations, or whatever it is, Oprah is going to stay on Team Harkles for the time being anyway, and it looks like William is wasting his time at the moment. Of course, energy changes. That's why we keep doing these readings, and sometimes on the same topic. But hopes and fears for Oprah right now. Where is she emotionally in all of the 7 of Swords? And I think that is that she's hoping she can just sneak away from the mess that the interview made of her reputation. The 7 of Swords is that sliding away energy and stealing away, ghosting, taking things off your channel. And interview? What interview? Really? Did I do an interview? I don't remember that. Did I help write a book? No, I don't remember that at all. That kind of energy from the 7 of Swords. So that's what she's hoping, that it'll all blow over and she could slide away and salvage her reputation, which has taken quite a blow from all of this business with Harry and Meghan. And the outcome, ultimately, Oprah and the Harkles, King of Pentacles, and we've already had the Queen of Pentacles. Isn't that interesting? Queen of Pentacles, Oprah staying loyal to them, King of Pentacles. She's going to be, it looks like, pushing Prince Harry more than Meghan. I do think that she's really probably done with Meghan. It looks like her interest is going to focus on Harry, the earth sign man, the King of Pentacles. Is quite a funny depiction of the King of Pentacles, and you could almost say it's a King of Pentacles. It has got all those crystals coming out of his skull, but it's a bit of a I can't think of a kind word to say, a kind way of putting it. It does look a bit damaged, that King of Pentacles. He does look a bit slow, maybe, shall we say. Pentacles, of course, slow energy, really, and I don't mean, slow as in stupid when I'm talking about Pentacles, but it is slow moving energy. It looks as if she's going to be investing in that King of Pentacles and trying to prop him up and trying to help him for whatever reason, maybe because she too was obsessed with Princess Diana and feels for him as her son, feels for him much more than she feels for the other son, Prince William, who she looks like she is going to be rejecting. It's a very clear card, the 4 of Cups. It is the rejection card in the tarot. So interesting energy. Not quite what I expected to see. I expected to see a lot of anger, a lot of indignation and burnt bridges, but no, Oprah is there for the long haul with the Harkles, well, at least with Prince Harry. Thank you for watching. That's the reading for today, and I will see you on the next one.